Second row to your right.
Hey, Davonte.
How you doing?
If you could just take us through the process a little bit. It seemed like you weren't really public with your transfer process. Is that just how you operate, and how did you end up with Florida State?
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty a low-key guy, under the radar, but kind of pretty much knew what I wanted to do once I got in the portal. Tied up some loose ends pretty quick, and it wasn't really a hard decision. I already had built some relationships up here like that, so I feel like that played a factor into it. So pretty easy decision.
Next will be Chris Nee, front row to your left.
You referenced relationships. You were up here a year ago prior to actually landing here. How much did that play a role, and how much did that put you at ease with knowing Coach Shannon and others in the building?
Just like you said, relationships played a big part. Knowing Coach Shannon, having already conversation with pretty much all the coaches, Coach Norvell, Coach Pat coming in and being a position coach for me, that played a big part as well too. And having coached me in the past, so I feel like at this point in my career, those relationships are important because you know where you stand and you have that connection. So that played a big role.
All right, we'll go to Jordan, third row on your left.
Hey, Davonte, speaking on that with Coach Sertan, has he told you if you're going to be playing safety or corner more, and do you have a preference of where you're going to line up this season?
No, he hasn't told me, where exactly yet, but, he told me I'm playing, DB at Florida State, so, wherever that is, just want to come in and, be a help to the team, help wherever I can, whether that's corner, safety, even inside, feel like I want to be a versatile player, and that can help me in the future too. So just, as much as I learn, I'm gonna try to, do as much as I can and take it all in and, help wherever I can.
Come back to Ira on your right.
I know it's probably common, guys that maybe played in high school together that end up in different colleges and play against each other.
Right.
But you were on the field against Florida State a year ago. How have these guys been in terms of accepting you as a guy who was on the other sideline?
I really haven't had any problems with that. Everyone on the team been pretty accepting. Feel like we all here for one goal. So when they see you can, come in and just buy in right away and just put your head down and work, it'll be easy to fit in. So I haven't had any problems, and everybody's been pretty welcoming.
Next will be Aslan, back right.
Davonte, you talked about the goals that you guys have. I know every football team everywhere across the country, their goal is to win every single game, but does it feel a little bit more real being here at Florida State, seeing what they've done the last few years, and how exciting is that?
Definitely has. Seeing, the improvement the past few years, and what they did last year, was pretty, amazing to me. I'm excited, to be a part of that. Just looking to keep building on that, take that next step.
We'll come back to Chris, front row on your left.
Following up on what he just asked about goals, you obviously were here a January ago, and they told you what they intended to achieve. Seeing them go and do it, how much did that reinforce that this was the right place for you as you continue your college career?
Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry.
Basically, when you came in January of,
Mm-hmm.
December of 22, and they talked to you about their goals for the next season.
Right.
Then seeing the next season, what they achieved, how much did that reinforce that, yeah, that's the right place for me as you went about doing this again, transferring again?
So that just showed me, that the plan that Coach Norvell had in place, obviously it works when everyone buys in. And, you go through growing pains and stuff as a team. It's a process. And I feel like he understands that. So for, him to just get everyone on the team to buy in, you see obviously what kind of success they can have. So just, me being a part of that, I'm going to just, believe in his plan, try to help others around me to lock in and buy in and, to see what's in store for 2024. I'm excited.
Okay, we'll come back to Ira on your right.
Florida State's obviously had a lot of success with transfers. Is that something that you paid attention to? Were you aware of that? And and it seems like guys adjust pretty quickly when they come to Florida State. Have you seen that since you've been here?
I have seen in the past the transfers that have come in been pretty successful. Played also a big role in helping the team thrive and win. So yeah, I have been paying attention to that. And like you said, adjustments pretty hasn't been too bad. School, I came, got enrolled early, you know, workouts and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm pretty much set and adjusted now.
Back third row on your left to Jordan.
Davonte, you obviously played a game here last year. Can you talk about the environment inside Doak and how excited you are to be playing in front of them again this season in front of the home fans?
The environment last year was crazy. Just coming out, even in the beginning, seeing the horse and the spear, just to chant the whole game. But I already know this year coming out to that, and you know, having that garnet and gold on, it's gonna be a different feeling. You know, I'm excited.
I was going to ask you again, you mentioned Coach Surtain, but also Coach Shannon. Like, what's your relationship with him, and what are they like, and what are things that made you want to be back around them?
Coach Shannon, even the first time I came and visited, just a relationship we had. He was my DC in the past, so you know he had already coached me. We had a good relationship, and then Coach Surtain, same. He coached me. He was my head coach before, so just you know having guys on the defensive side of the ball, you know, that coach you had that relationship with, I feel like you can go to them outside of football too. And you know, if you have any regular issues or problems, I feel like that's a big thing too. So just, you know, being able to communicate openly and knowing, you know, you have some people that's there for you outside of football, I feel like that played a big part.
Have you had opportunities yet to go out and throw with the guys and cover any of these receivers and just kind of be around them, you know, in a football setting at all, informally?
I haven't got a chance to cover them yet, but I have after workout seen them, you know, run around, run some routes and stuff like that. We got some talent. That's all I'll say.
Go back to Chris on your left.
I know you said you're down for playing whatever they ask you to play in the secondary, but is there a spot that you feel kind of plays best to your skills and that you really have enjoyed playing in the college game?
I would say I feel like I'm a cover guy, so just being able, you know, be sticky on receivers, cover routes, and you know, make plays on the ball. That's my strength. So, you know, wherever that is, I said I'm not, you know, stuck on playing one position, but just my cover skills, I feel like that's what makes me, you know, be a real good defensive back.
Some other, I guess, Heritage guys are here now. Could you talk about your relationship with those guys, and did you talk to them at all during the process?
Yes, Marvin, even though Marvin was the first one, you know, I kind of knew, you know, he was gonna come up here. We talked, played together. We was close in high school, you know, stayed close throughout college, even though we was at separate, you know, university. Even with Earl, you know, I made my decision kind of before Earl, but we, you know, talked about it, and I feel like kind of helped, you know, Earl steer him this way a little bit. And, you know, we had other conversations, but you know, we both got great relationships, and you know, looking forward to playing together on this defense.
Just follow up on that. What kind of players are they? Like, what's Florida State getting in those guys?
Both of those players, you know, hard workers, you know, come from good backgrounds. So character, you know, just great all-around people. And I know they're hungry and ready to work, so I feel like we'll all fit in, you know, perfect with the team.
We'll go back to Aslan in the back right.
Davonte, this defense was really successful last year, and seemingly not with a lot of smoke and mirrors. They just seemed to play teams kind of straight up and were successful. Is that an exciting thing to be part of? Is that what you saw on tape watching this defense last year?
Yes, I feel like that's exciting. Seeing a lot of man, you know, in your face defense, seeing pressure, but pretty much for the most part, I've seen, you know, a lot of one-on-one matchups out there. You know, I feel like that's, you know, what I thrive in and look forward to, you know, covering, you know, the other team's best receivers, taking that away, you know, so the linebackers, D-line can eat. So I'm looking forward to that.
Anything else? All right, thanks, Davonte.
Thank you.
Thank you.